So today we're here going to do a tour around of Southern Dunes Golf and Country Club here in Haines City. So we're right off of Highway 27 here in Haines City. Just turned in, and on my left is a Walmart. So right outside the gate basically is a Walmart. And we're just going to go back here a few hundred yards to get into the community. It is gated. So we'll come up to the gate here in a second and I'll show my ID, and then we'll catch you on the other side of the gate for a tour around. Okay, we're inside the gate. As you see right away on the left, there's a golf hole there. It's like it's number 6 or 7 on the back front. I've played here a few times, so yeah, that's still on the front line. So anyway, we're in here now. Over to the right, there's some tennis courts. So this development started back in 1993. It's on 350 acres. So previous to that, it was a citrus grove, and all the orange trees got froze out in 1989. So rather than spend all the money and all the expenses to redo the orange groves, they sold it and turned it into a golf course. So let me drive you around some of the streets. This is Marina K, if you want to know what road I'm on. So most of the houses in here were built between the mid 1990s up until about the early 2000s. Single family homes in here. Some of them have 1-car garages, some have 2, some have pools, some don't. So they range when they resell in here anywhere from around the mid 200s, 250 up to the mid 500s. May even make it to 600, 1 or 2 of them, but mainly in that range. I think last year, 2024, there was something like 43 homes sold in here, and the average price of a home that sold in here was $352. So, it's still pretty reasonable. We'll drive up here towards the clubhouse. They do have some townhomes and condos in here, but mainly it is a single family home development. So it's the end of May 2025, if you want to know when I'm filming this. My name's Alan Brown. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty, and if you're looking to move to the area, whether it's Southern Dunes or some other area here in Central Florida around the Orlando metro area, I would love to hear from you and be your realtor of choice. Hey, my contact information will come up on the screen. My phone number is 970-209-8436. I used to live in Colorado for many years, sold real estate there for many years. That's why it's a Colorado cell phone number. My email is AlanBrownRealtor@gmail.com. That's all one word. AlanBrownRealtor@gmail.com. Anyway, carry on with the tour. As you can see, we're coming out on the right here. This is home number 9, and then their clubhouse is up there on the right. And 18. This is hole number 18, actually, on the right here. So the golf course is nearly always, every time I've played here, it's always in immaculate condition. It's a beautiful layout. They do have 180 sand traps on this course, so you better have your sand game in order if you come play here. Although a lot of them you can avoid, but there is a lot of them out here. They do have a top tracer range here, if you're familiar with those. That's open in the evening. You can book a bay, and it's all computerized to tell you, your bull flight, speed, distance, and they have a bar there where that top tracer range is. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of golf courses are getting them now, so you might want to check that out. It's open to the public. You can come in here and use it. You probably need to book a bay on their website because I hear it's pretty popular. So here on this street there are some townhomes on my right. So Airbnbs are allowed in here, so short-term rentals, and I know quite a few of the houses in here are used for that. More townhomes on your left and right. There is no CDD in here. You know, a lot of newer developments these days in the Central Florida area have CDDs, which is Community Development District. That's kind of like a extra assessment on your property taxes every year to help pay for amenities. Since this was done way back in the 90s before CDDs were really popular, then this one doesn't have one. They have a few community pools around in the area here. So if you own a house in here and you don't have a pool, then you can use the community pools. HOA dues in here are around right now $260 a quarter. So that's actually pretty reasonable for a manned security guard gate 24/7. As you heard me at the beginning, we turned in off of Highway 27, so we're not that far from Disney World here. I'm turning on Kokomo Loop if you want to know where I am driving around in here. But yeah, we're not too far from Disney World here, probably about a 30-minute drive. It's going to depend on the traffic. Some days it might take you longer, 40 minutes. And then Universal, which is down in Orlando, that will probably take you about an hour to drive from here. There are other golf course communities in the area. There's the Providence in Davenport. There is Islands Reserve, which is probably 7 or 8 miles further down on Highway 27 in Davenport. I have some videos on this channel of those communities if you want to check those out. So if you're a golfer and you're looking to move here and you want to golf, find a home in a golf community, you know, I golf a lot, so yeah, email me, put comments down below, ask questions. Whether you're moving, you know, a few months from now or 6 months or a year from now, then I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and help you there. Let me take you over. There's a little section when we first actually came in where there are some condos. And those condos, you know, they sell in the low to mid to upper 100s. Mainly they're 2-bedroom, 1-baths. But let me drive you over there and show you those. At least drive around there and show you. Yeah, so here are the condos that they have in here. I don't know, there's probably maybe, I don't know, 100 of them. And they come with garages, as you can see. Like I said, these sell for, you know, if it needs a little updating, fixing up a little, it'll probably be about $125. But anywhere from $125 to $200 is probably the price range for these. And they're all like 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So they're not real big. They're like maybe 1,000 square feet. As you see, there's quite a lot of them in here. I know people buy them and use them as rentals, so people rent them out long term. Yeah, my contact information will also be in the description below. So If you're looking to contact me there, check it out. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you might want to consider doing so. I post new videos on a weekly basis, and I try and be informative on the areas I drive around all over the different areas in Orlando, different communities. Like I said, I like Gulf communities, so I drive around in a lot of those. I also do videos sometimes on places to go, things to do in the Orlando area, other than obviously the Disney theme parks and Universal. So check out some of those videos. I really appreciate you watching this one. If you've stayed to the end, great. Check out some of my other videos on here. Alright, if you have a home to buy or sell, hey, give me a call, email me. I'd love to hear from you. Love to be your realtor of choice. Alright, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.